Hello?
Hello, what's on there?
Absolutely no idea what's in here. Oh!
What is all this, you might ask? Well, if you know 1000 or you follow me on Instagram, you know that he just released a video a week ago, or I don't know when this video is going up, but recently, and I sent him some stuff to customize, this globe, these swords, and then he sent it back for me to unbox. So I was just finishing this unboxing, receiving this wonderful artwork for free. And so as I was cleaning up, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't just take this and not repay them somehow. Chelsea and 1000 also housed me last year when I flew out to Seattle. Me and 1000 did an epic collaboration. They fed me. They're just really kind people. I couldn't just receive this stuff and say thanks a million times. That doesn't cut it. So I was thinking that I want to send them a painting, some artwork. They have no idea. It's kind of a surprise. It's not a big deal, but it's the least I can do to repay them. Maybe I'll do an original Cyclops. I haven't done a really OG character. We got some wood panels over there that maybe I'll use. I'm not really sure. I just had this inclination and I flipped the camera and the lights back on as I was cleaning up because this was the setup, just filming the outro for his video. We're gonna come back to the studio tomorrow and we're gonna figure it out. Welcome back to the studio. I'm SLEW. If you're new to the channel, I had that little intro and I felt inspired last night unboxing the 1000 package, his epic video. Again, go check that out if you have not seen it, but I've decided to do a nice little custom Cyclops brain OG character of mine to send to 1000 and Chelsea. I thought it would be fitting, just an OG my character. I want to send something in my style to him. So we're gonna paint on a 14 by 14 inch wood board. It's a beautiful little canvas, nice thick wood. I love painting on these. You could sand it down. That's what we're gonna do. So why don't we just jump right on in? So I get all these questions about what this white stuff is, and it's just gesso. It's an acrylic medium to kind of seal surfaces to then paint on. This is specifically for acrylic, and you know that's why I love these wood panels, because you could gesso it a few times, sand it a couple times, you get this wonderful layer to paint on. And so for the actual Cyclops, you know, this is like kind of a signature character, I guess, and I really missed her potato head. The features around, it's really the similar idea for all of them. They're all a little different. A brain, some sort of shape of the face, and one eye for a Cyclops, mouth and nose. And so I'm really just sketching this out on a printer piece of paper, really standard, because I just want to get some ideas out. This is very improvised, but you know, I love these characters. And so I'm just having a blast with a pencil. And you can see I'm gonna put Chelsea and Peter's name in the brain, kind of what I usually do with my name, SLEW. All the brains usually have my name in it somewhere, kind of hidden. And it's really fun because it's like a little pattern, it's kind of hidden, it's like a little Easter egg, but that way I can make it unique to not only myself when I do it for me, but obviously as a gift to Peter and Chelsea. So I'm just putting in basic value. And I was gonna use this exact thing on this piece of paper to transfer onto the canvas, but I realized once I tried to put it on the canvas, it's actually a little too small. And you see right here, I'm kind of lining it up, measuring it, and I want it to be a little bigger on the canvas. So what I actually do is just copy this exact thing on a bigger piece of paper on pencil, and I do this transferring technique. This is a very analog transfer technique. You kind of put a bunch of graphite on the back of a page, and then you retrace it onto a surface with some pen. You push down kind of hard, not super hard, but then those lines that I'm making right now are going to be onto the canvas. And that's like a really old school traditional way to transfer things. I love it, carbon copying. And then also I go back in with more pencil to solidify those lines. And you're like, oh, why didn't I just do that to begin with? But this is my process, and I'll explain why I did this later. We're all set, we're solidified with the rubric, it's sealed on this wood board. We got the Cyclops ready to paint. But before that, I wanted to talk about the art community on YouTube. You know, this whole collaboration with 1000 has really made me think about the art community. I talked about how me and 1000 are good friends now, and we've collaborated and we share conceptual ideas, we talk a lot. Kitpoe is actually another person like that. Way back when I flew to LA before my YouTube channel was successful at all, I hit him up. He was nice enough to paint with me. We made a video. He even brought me to an art museum. And so Kitpoe has shown me nothing but love, and we're good pals now also. SMOE Nova, who recently just made a 100,000 subscriber video talking about the art community also, which inspired me to talk about this right now. He's been nothing but love to me also. Like, we've talked on the internet. I've never met him, but he's really awesome and nice. And Doke, you know, Doke is like my age, and you know, he really turned his passions into a huge successful business, and he's inspired me to make videos way back when again. And there's many more, you know, I don't want to rant. There's a featured artist list on my YouTube channel you could check out. I just want to shout out all those guys and shout out the wonderful art community on YouTube that I'm grateful to be in, and all these guys I've talked about. I've watched their videos since the beginning, and now I'm kind of in the realm of the community, and we all talk, and even the people watching all of our videos, the patrons, the people who comment and support us. It's awesome. And so I just want to talk about that. Let's paint. So this whole technique of painting is gonna be based around glazing. And you know, this Cyclops and the conceptual idea of this character is not super complex. It's not super difficult. I'm also very familiar with it. But what I'm doing with acrylic paint is something that I don't always do. I've definitely done it a lot, but I'm using very thin layers of paint and building upon those layers and changing them around with different colors. And I'm using a lot of glazes. So right now, this paint, I'm using golden fluid acrylic, which is a more fluidy paint rather than a heavy body. But I'm also thinning it down with water, but also acrylic matte medium. So I'm diluting the paint so it's extra transparent, and I'm just doing simple layers. And these first kind of layers, like I keep saying, is just to kind of get the values and structure in. You know, I'm not working on detail. I'm not putting in highlights. These are just kind of base values. And again, it's not super complex or difficult. There's basically two zones, the brain, which is like pink, and I'll do some different values for that, obviously, and then the face, which is basically predominantly green. But you can see I'm just putting in layers, and this is more opaque paint, but you'll see throughout this process I go between filling in opaque parts and then glazing over it like I just did. And similar to the brain right now, you know, I'm gonna go back in with some layers to just keep putting on things. But I had that original pencil layer that I sprayed that fixative with so that those bold lines, those bold sharp lines can show through the transparent paint. So it's like the rubric from the beginning is kind of helping me throughout the entire way. And you know, these individual sections like the eyes and in the mouth, I could fill in with more opaque paint. And then I'm just going back in again, solidifying that outline. Now that I have the base layers down of value and I got the correct colors that I want, I could just fill in the shapes and in the outlined, kind of more stylized graphic style that I like to do for these sort of things. And I'm just using a liner paintbrush, trying to get as clean lines as I can. And that's why I love these little, you know, 1 foot paintings. Simple Cyclopses, and I've done a lot, but I just love the effect you get, the cleanliness, just the really clean, good looking character, and that's what I love. So I'm doing the same thing to the brain. I could see the under pencil, so I'm just going over it with some paint, and it's turning out great, filling in those lips. And again, I'm just building the volume of this character. I had the base light and dark, and now I'm going in, adding more light. You'll see I'm adding more dark, and I'm just slowly with pretty thin layers of paint, nothing too crazy opaque, but I'm building the volume of the head to try to give it more and more dimension. And how you do that is you bring more lights and you bring more darks. And so the same thing with the brain, you know, this is like the same strategy works for these two different zones. They're a little different, and they're going to be, you know, obviously made differently, but the core theory of building up lights and darks is the same. And you can see even here that blue outline or that blue highlight I didn't like, so I glazed over with a more warmer, thin, transparent layer, and it just worked great. And so right here, as I do for most of my characters, is put some tape over, but I didn't want to do it because I couldn't see the outline, so I'm just filling in the negative space to then put this tape on so I can see the outline in order to cut it out with an X-Acto blade. and then we're gonna spray it very deliciously. $28. And now I have this beautiful background, and I am going for the last final details. I'm bringing out all the shapes with a little darker outline in the brain, making that pop. It looks great. That's like my favorite part of the whole process. And then back into the face, bringing in the final lights, the final highlights, the little doodads, the things that make everything pop and look glimmery. I added this little brownish, orange-ish reflected light just to give another source of light, maybe add a little dimension, cleaning up these outlines, and that's pretty much it. You know, nothing crazy, but really clean and really lovely, and I love designing the characters. Like, that's the funnest part for me, actually designing the characters. And this is the best part. Wow. Now, doesn't that just look wonderful? Yes! Another Cyclops is born. I had such a blast painting this. You know, I spent a few nights on this. I love Cyclopses, especially more improvised ones. I haven't worked with acrylic in so long. The brains are so fun to paint and noodle around. Chelsea and Peter's name is engraved in there forever. The only thing left to do is pack this bad boy up and ship it on out.
All right, you ready? Hello?
Hello, what's on there?
We got a box. We got a box from SLEW. He texted me a couple days ago. He's like, bro, there's something in the mail for you. Keep an eye on your doorstep because I got something coming for you. I have absolutely no idea what's in here. It's kind of a surprise, and I love surprises.
I love them.
See
Chop it open.
what SLEW
Very delicately.
sent to us.
Uno.
Come on now. Okay, I'm so
Whoa.
excited. I love SLEW. He's a fellow artist YouTuber just like me.
He's a fellow friend.
Did I say I'm 1000? Hi, I'm 1000.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
They probably know if they're watching this video and SLEW sent us something.
I love bubble wrap.
Mm.
Cool already. Oh, we were punching it.
Sick. Okay. Oh, I need my knife again.
Oh,
That's my knife.
rule number 2, you give it with the blade closed.
Yeah. Welcome to our knife safety channel. Subscribe if you want all the
Box
tips.
cutter.
This is gonna be sick. I'm so excited. I don't have no idea what's in here. This is crazy. George, what do you think?
George's like, ooh, I love boxes. He's gonna get this bubble wrap and he's gonna
Sick.
run. Ooh, look, it says our
We
name.
got a cool little SLEW pencil sketch that says Peter and Chelsea.
That's us.
We could just stop right here and I'd be satisfied.
That's us.
Note. SLEW said, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can hang out soon. Nothing but love.
Yes.
SLEW, nothing but love to you too, bro. That is very, very nice.
Love.
Throw it on the ground. No, I'm just kidding. Here.
Georgie sure misses you. He would love to see you.
Yeah, we miss you, SLEW. We have made it inside. What do you think it is? Should we guess? I mean, I think
Oh,
it's
it's a piece of art.
I think it's a piece of art.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think.
It's us
You think it's a portrait of us?
in his style.
Yeah, I guess that's probably
I
a
hope
good
it's a
guess.
portrait of him.
Or maybe it's a portrait of Georgie.
Or Georgie.
I mean, SLEW does do a lot of self-portraits.
Yeah, that-
George, quit chewing the bubble wrap. You're ruining my audio. Oh, very unexpected. That's
Now
sick.
Woo-hoo! Yes,
Oh, his
baby.
brain says Peter and Chelsea. Oh man, I love the greens and the pinks. Look at that. That's sick.
That's sick.
Here you go, Georgie. Chew on that. Dude, this is so
That's so nice.
dope.
I love that it has our names in the brain.
Yeah, I love this border that he created. Really crisp, clean, dark line art. It's sick, it's dope. We love
We're
it.
gonna hang it up in our house.
We just got a new house here in Michigan and we need more art from our homies, and this will go in a place
so
of
good.
honor in our home.
So good.
Yeah, that's really clean. I like it when SLEW works with acrylics because we know your boy likes to paint with oils, but I like to see him delve into that world of acrylics as well.
I love the color choices.
Oh, that's so sick. I'm so hyped to have this.
Oh,
To my dear friends, Peter and Chelsea, with love, SLEW. We got some stickers.
oh, I love this.
This is dope. Dang, he just painted this. SLEW, thank you so
Aw,
much, bro.
thank you.
We're so happy and
Let
so
me
excited
hold it.
to have an original piece of SLEW art in our home. That's dope.
That looks so cool.
Thank you, bro. We love it.
Thank you. It's so good.
All right, y'all. Peace out. Thank you.
Bye.
That's all she wrote. I am super happy. My pleasure. 1000 and Chelsea, thanks again. It was a fun video. I haven't used acrylic in a while doing the OG character. I just want to reiterate how awesome this YouTube community of artists are. You know, I mentioned those people. I'll link them in the description. Also, the featured artist tab on my YouTube channel. I sometimes update it, and there's some people there that I didn't even mention in this video, and there's a bunch of artists on YouTube. You know, it's an amazing time. There's never been a better time to be a person trying to learn art. You know, the amazing resources on YouTube for free to learn technical abilities, but also to, you know, get inside the minds of these artists and having them really expose and open the door to how they think, how they work, and all this stuff. So I love that. That's what I try to do, obviously, with the videos. Subscribe if you enjoy this video and you want to see more. That's all I got. See you in the next video.